You bring me joy. You know if the time is right, I don't wanna fuss and fight. I just wanna let you know I'm feeling good tonight. I wanna take my hand and promise you you'll be cool. 'Cause I know you like the way that I move.
Oh boy, you bring me joy. Some try to play me, but they can't train me. Oh boy, you've got it going on. You make me happy, so very happy. I don't know what I would do without you in my life, nigga. I don't know if I could live without you. You bring me joy. Oh ha ha ha, oh ha, oh ha, oh ha ha ha. Oh ha, oh ha, oh ha, oh ha ha, oh ha. Oh ha, oh ha, oh ha, oh ha ha, oh ha ha. Oh ha, oh ha, oh ha ha.
Whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha, whoa ha, whoa ha 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 ha, whoa ha 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 ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha ha. Whoa ha ha, oh la la la, whoa ha ha, oh la la la, whoa ha ha, whoa ha. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. It is Jade and XD. We too are in our boiling era.
Yeah. Kind of.
Did you see that?
Because my pussy's on fire.
Okay, no. But I was going to say that the World Health Organization or the UN declared that we're no longer global warming. We're in our global boiling era.
Attention all, global boiling imminent. Hot, hot, hot.
Okay, so what do they plan to do about it, though, is the question. Like,
it's too late. It's too late to
nigga,
apologize. It's too late.
Like, I refuse. Why do we have to pay for this? Why do we have to atone for what rich white men have done? Why?
As we do a show.
You know who else is playing?
releasing all sorts of carbon emissions.
Well, it's because
we're part of the problem.
But I recycle.
Yes, Barbie. Everything is the same. You did your part. Everything is saved.
Why do I have to die? I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
I had a very Barbie moment the other day. It was very much like, do you ever feel like dying?
Nigga, all the time now.
I was just like, do you ever feel like this crippling emotion that nothing's ever going to get better?
Oh, was that the day I talked to you?
No, it's been happening. It's a daily occurrence.
Yeah, it's been a thing. Like, it's happening. Yeah. It's everywhere right now because of our impending doom, nigga. Because the penguins are jumping out the ice, and the ice is melting, nigga, and Alaska don't exist no more, and Antarctica is is the Pacific Ocean. I don't know. There goes that science.
Oceans are
needed, necessary.
Oh, shout out! Oh, we have one. Oh, remember Alma, our friend from Mexico City, who
prima.
gave us info. Mm-hmm. She is also a scientist. So please email us directly and tell us when we can get on, because we have a whole bunch of questions. We have a whole bunch of people email us questions so we could debunk a bunch of stuff.
What kind of scientist are you? Do you do like
Yeah,
retin-A
especially
research or
right.
what?
Like, especially don't be like, was like a pathologist, like do germs and stuff, because I have 3 episodes of questions and
She can't
discussions
come
of
if
what I
that's
need
the
to
case. She
discuss.
can't come because honestly, Contagion was enough. I don't need nobody else confirming nothing. I'm already not well. And so I don't need nobody else coming and confirming nothing extra for me. Especially because the earth is burning.
Global boiling. Like, that is so
That's
weird to
nuts.
say.
No, that's nuts.
I was like, oh, shout out to Mistress Isabel
so there's
Brooks.
no solve
Impact.
whatsoever. Like there's no way for it. And I can't say
Nothing. Well, the way this white lady said on MSNBC at one of those made up nonprofits that rich people work at that say they do stuff for change, but nothing ever metastasizes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she was on there saying how like it's already, even if we were to like reverse, like stop everything and we went straight Amish like today, it would still take like 20 to 30 years to like have some sort of reaction to, you know, of the action. Because we remember when they were talking when the demic happened and
yes,
India
nigga, I told you
like,
the birds were singing at 3:45.
They was like, "Ooh, so glad these niggas is home."
They're like, usually y'all be at the club. Now you can't. Like, be outside. We outside.
We outside. Yeah. Similar situation, right? Like it was cool for the 2 weeks when we abided by lockdown procedures and stuff, but you know, the problem was when we all went back. Yeah, and when we went back, we went even harder than we were going before to boost production and shit like that. So like, we can reduce, but it's never gonna get. It's something that we have to adjust in this new normal. So yeah, it's gonna get hot. And just think about it. This summer that you're experiencing now won't be the hottest summer you'll ever experience.
This is not the hottest summer I've experienced.
Oh, this is the worst day of my life.
The worst day of your life so far.
Meaning, like, it's gonna get better. I mean, it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Earth is dying, bro.
No, Earth's not dying. Earth is purging.
No. That's true.
Earth is purging
true. Or,
us.
yeah,
Earth
she's sick of us.
Okay.
And it is so interesting how like hundreds of millions of years, you know, like there's dinosaurs and a whole bunch of other monsters and shit roamed the planet, iced out, whatever. Earth still standing strong, you know, live strong.
Yeah.
But in the last 100 years, humans have tanked the shit.
Which is why I'm like, why do we have to atone?
Like, I don't know.
We didn't ask for none of the shit that they came up with.
It's so crazy. It's so fucking wild. But again,
so how long did the
impending
white lady
doom.
give us? How long did she give us now that we're at the Earth's boiling world pen? What?
She didn't give a number of like how, like a prognosis of how long human life has to live. But just know that it's just gonna keep getting hotter. You know. Again, people who work at nonprofits who don't really do anything or mean anything, they give you like vague, really vague like things of talking points. Because her thing, because it pissed me off. Because it pissed me off, right? So we're watching, because, you know, we have morning conversations. People, you know, sit in front of the newspaper, drink coffee and watch the news. We smoke weed and watch the news.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way to digest it. Because it's a horrible program. Right. So, because first we started talking about, is Patty Mayonnaise a lesbian? And that spawned a whole conversation. Yeah, you had to think about it.
No. Well, first of all, I'm like, y'all are smoking the dankest of shit early in the morning. And then second of all, what made her what gave you lesbian from Patty Mayonnaise?
Well,
no, I don't.
So I said she wasn't. I just said she wasn't into Doug, which mood. I wouldn't be into that corny ass nigga anyway.
Right.
But Chris's argument was that like, oh, she wasn't really into Doug, but she wasn't really into niggas like that. I was like, yeah,
What if she was asexual?
but remember when but then she cut her hair, right? And she had the Caesar situation, finger wave. When remember she cut her hair and she didn't have the bob
but every
anymore.
Black woman cuts their hair at a certain point.
That's very true. So I don't know. I just didn't think
Not
she was
trying to
lesbian.
not make her a lesbian. What if she's asexual?
I just didn't think.
What if
that
she's
could be a thing.
non-binary?
I just think.
What if they're binary?
That too. What if they're non-binary? Or what if she just didn't like
What
Doug
if they're
like that? Because
two-spirited?
Doug.
Or what if she's just not that into you?
Mm-hmm.
People don't like that very simple truth.
No, they don't. People don't like the fact that people can't digest the fact that somebody doesn't like them or they're undesirable to somebody else.
Or just doesn't like them in general, like even as a person. Like Jan. Jan cried every episode that RuPaul and the whole judge panel didn't like her for who she was. And all I could think to myself was, well, why don't you just go find some people who do like you for who you are?
See, that's a slippery slope.
You ain't gonna change.
That's a slippery slope. That's how a bunch of end up with a white man or a white woman. Yeah, that's the excuse.
Well, how are you doing this week? How are you doing?
Full disclosure, I have been better.
Yeah.
I have been going through some things, but physically, I had surgery. I'm on the mend. It says surgery on the thing.
Really?
Yes, I can show you the thing.
I believe you, nigga. It's fine.
And it was a room. It was an operating room that I was in.
Damn.
Yeah. It was. I didn't even tell you the full story, but yes, it was.
Well, first of all, I had to guess.
It was.
I'll just leave it right there.
Yeah. But I had surgery and it was wild, and I'm recovering.
We're wishing you a speedy recovery.
Thank you. I'm the one thing, it's been just full disclosure, it's been a little emotional. It's been a year since my grandmother passed away. And so, it's been some time of reflection and things like that. I also my father's side of the family had a family reunion over the weekend. So, right. Now, my cousin called me and was like, well, first of all, my aunt hit me and was like, months ago, and was like, she did a group text between me and my mother. Which don't ever do that, because you think if you think I'm good for canceling and flaking, let me introduce you to Christine.
Oh.
She will be like,
Queen.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, she was like, and she had the foresight, mind you. My mom, this is like about April, we got the text message, and my mother was like, well, I think I'm going to work back then. So there was no plans. But at that point, we was talking about applying to do Social Security so she could be retired and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. She be knowing, because she went back to work the other day, a couple weeks ago. Okay. So I was like, damn. So now I can't use her, because he's like, okay, cool. So I just didn't respond.
Okay.
So my cousin went. She called me and she tried to ask me to go, and I was like, "Girl, we'll see. I don't know. I'll check the plane tickets, blah 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 blah." But I just kind of forgot, But they sent me pictures, and apparently there was pictures of me up there. Mm-hmm. And so my cousin sent me the pictures, And so I'm looking at them and I'm like, there's two things I could deduce from this. And I chose violence.
Oh.
And so I said, you know, the one school of thought was, well, they don't have flattering pictures of me because I don't go there or fraternize with them like that. You know, like
Okay.
that's just not my kin.
Like
Blood,
which cousin
yes,
you, the one that
but
don't show up.
yeah, exactly. And then I thought, this is punishment for me not fucking with the family like that. So I don't know if I've ever told you, but I have made it a point to scrub all pictures of myself from the internet from when I had braces and before. I had more fucked up teeth than I do now. I had like teeth coming out my eyelids, nigga. It was crazy. And so I like my teeth used to throw up gang signs. Like it was full Pyru in the front.
Oh.
And
you were like, what? I had my cousin Mignon. Did you have teeth to be on top of teeth? My cousin,
yes.
My cousin Mignon, she was talking about somebody. My cousin Mignon gonna say one day, she was like, who y'all talking about? That girl who got all them teeth in her head? Ooh, them things are crazy.
Yeah. I had 8 teeth removed before I got braces.
Damn.
And so I'm looking at these pictures. I had a fucked up hair, like flat top and everything, and I was like,
I mean, that's just
they keep this is a
good, you take the bad, you lose it out.
No, it's not, because I went through my mother's house and took down all the awkward photos of myself.
Not your revisionist history.
Hell yeah, I did it when I turned 19. I did it when I turned 21. I did it when I 25, and I did it last year when I was home. So they're not gonna get me.
Fred, you can't do that. Well, that was an era of your life.
That no one ever, they don't get, no. I am in control of my own destiny. I order my
and
steps.
You took it into your
That's awful. And you know why? Because I don't like that, because when I become famous for real one day, somebody's going to be like, oh, that's my cousin, and act like they know me and show a horrible ass picture. And now I'm going to have to sue a family member that I don't want to, that I probably don't even know, because they used some outlaw mud show picture of me when I had braces.
For not, getting proper consent.
Yeah, but you don't want to have to do that to black people. You know?
Anybody can get it.
Yes, everybody got a price.
I've also decided that D.L. Hughley, drag mother extraordinaire, is not dead.
You know what's funny? And I blame you, honestly, because no one brings up D.L. Hughley. But for the last week, nothing but like the Hughleys clips have showed up on YouTube. Like no one, and it's not even a show that we brought up. And it's interesting because you brought it up last week, and then I watched on the Parkers. He came on an episode, and then nothing but D.L. Hughley, and because I forgot that John Hinton and Elise Neal was both on that show.
Elise Neal was on that show. I forgot John Hinton.
Not to be confused with Kimberly Elise, who we lost during the pandemic.
Oh no, she died in the Great Boiling.
The Great
Boiling accident.
Oh wait, that's what my whole point of telling you that story was about, the woman in the nonprofit. Oh. So her thing was, her platform, or this organization's platform, is because they want to start naming heat waves. Because she said hurricanes. Heat waves, yes, because she said heat waves need PR, just like hurricanes, because people can go back to them and refer to like Katrina, right? Like people are like, this is what I did in Katrina.
Oh, but Hattie burned us up in 2023.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think this is so dumb, because we've had blizzards all up the fucking wazoo and we don't name them.
Don't blame the blizzards. And they all need to be named after white women.
Yeah, Karen,
Helen,
Roberta,
Yeah.
Susan,
Kathleen.
yes, Eileen.
Yep.
They love a leans and a Lee. But anywho, how was your week?
Great. Took Noah to see Beyonce. That was fantastic. Kia and I digested it on the pre-show of Getting Grown, just all of the themes around taking her to her first concert. So that was incredible. I've got all kinds of footage in this phone. And Mama had a time, and then I will go and actually attend the concert in Vegas where I will get to enjoy it.
That's fair.
Hands free. I was cracking up because she was very Janet Jackson. Ooh, they smoking up in here. Like, she was like, who's smoking? I was like, I don't know, somebody, but mind your business. And don't let the people be. So no, it was great. She got her entire life. I'm so glad that was her first show. Wasn't about to be no K-pop show. Because that's what she thought her first concert was going to be. I mean, I'm going to take her to the K-pop.
Like sour candy.
I don't like.
Blackpink is the tea.
She loves
I'm sorry.
them. But
I know.
Let me tell you, but my irritation is y'all stole everything from black people, and I don't like that. I don't like that.
Here's my thing. I have fully accepted that folks can't help but to steal from us.
No, absolutely.
I've learned. No, I hate this shit, but I've realized that we're the standard in all things cool, right?
Yes.
There was a clip of somebody tweeted about how like even black people can participate in like anti-blackness or black cosplay. It was like how like these British, not British, either they were British or from Parisian rappers. And Parisian rap is the worst thing. Worst thing since diarrhea in a white dress.
Croque
like it is
monsieur and a Madame Monsieur and a Belle Blanc.
You should look up All in My Grill, the French rap version.
French.
It is
rap.
Missy Elliott, All in My Grill. Yeah, the French rap remix. It is so. Oh, in other news, I got new glasses. Aren't they fabulous?
Oh, yes. It's giving grandpa. Yeah. I like it.
Yes. Tom Ford. Grandpa.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, what?
You'll get to it when he starts rapping.
Zigzag, zigzag, oui j'ai dû zigzaguer de comète en planète, ta salopette aux aguets. Shoot dans des canettes car y a plus de bisous, plus de baisers, plus de bises, juste un bise.
No. Poot.
It's worse than Christian rap.
I don't know. Nothing is worse to me than drill Jesus. Like, I don't like that at all. They're like, as long as the young people get sturdy for the Lord. I'm like, no, get the fuck out of here. We're not about to be with stained glass windows talking about gra. Like, no, I would not. I think Christian rap tops all. I would rather listen to every other version of rap other than Christian rap.
I don't know.
It's
Parisian
insufferable.
rap is up there.
Followed by Christian rock. Like,
oh my God. Christian, I don't know. Christian rock makes more sense to me because of the fact that, like, you know,
it
white
makes
Christians
more
love
sense,
a guitar.
But it's just as insufferable.
Yeah, but it's just like Christian rap is just so much like, there's only so much you can, like, when you think about gospel music, right? There's only like 3 or 4 types of gospel songs, and then they just remix the lyrics. It's Jesus loves me, I've been hurt, I've been
gospel
broken.
Is very much a rhythm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Yeah.
Put it on your post-it note,
Yes.
Mary Jane.
Gospel
Is
a
a rhythm. It's got like 4 to 5 rhythms, and then they just
The never would have made it rhythm.
Yeah.
Total praise rhythm.
with like a couple of different subjects. One is about getting over the hump or making it over the mountain. The other
The
one
storm.
is you're struggling, but it's okay. The other one is jump, 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 jump. Jump to it. And then I'm sure there's a couple other kinds in there, but they all have the same thing. Or Jesus
And
is
there's
my lover,
those-
which is the most disturbing.
Yes.
Because
The lady, her
of
lover,
romance
Lord.
and Jesus, that is so weird to me.
Shirley Murdoch.
Yeah, the nun of the saddest nun in R.
Saddest nun of R&B.
Let's pay some bills.
Let's pay some bills. So thank you for listening each and every week. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Just don't keep us a secret, like Richard Lawson and his likes. Just let everybody know.
Hold on, pause. Wait a second. Because we've not talked about this anywhere. And I just y'all act like he was watching like shit porn, and I'm not like we don't know if Miss Tina liked that shit. Like she might have been into it or whatever the case is. You don't know why. I don't know why the fuck them niggas got divorced. Like I don't fucking know.
I don't
that
know
nigga's
either.
old, but he was supposed to be he was like 80s fine. Bitches was throwing pussy at him left and right. So just because he old don't mean people not throwing pussy. I'm not justifying whatever the fuck. I'm just saying I saw a lot of commentary around that scrolling porn video, and I just didn't find it to be that disturbing. It was porn. It was just porn. I don't
Lipstick Alley. Jade. She's into some shit.
Would you like to know? But Ernestine, while you type about me on your blue hippo computer, bitch.
Oh my god!
It was,
your compact.
It was porn. It was just fucking.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of fucking. Was it a lot of porn to like on Twitter? Absolutely. Especially when there are.
There's websites and communities
there are
and forums.
actual places designated for this type of activity. So I'm that's all I'm saying. It was a lot of porn for Twitter, but it wasn't anything too wild to me.
It wasn't like he liked a porn DVD named Burritos.
This is what I'm saying. It wasn't like shit porn. It wasn't like gangbang glory hole 2701.
It wasn't anything out of the norm for people who engage in that type of entertainment.
Personally, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. And as a gay man, I've seen way worse. You know what I mean? So I think people are we're taken back by the fact that it was somebody in connection to Beyonce, not even Tina Knowles, but
they just want to look at her and be like, "Your stepdaddy dirty," but stepdaddy little boy. So now the thoughts about him potentially having stolen money, which I don't even know if that's true or not. The internet says a lot of things. If he did, that is the fuck wild, because you've been working entirely too long for you to have to steal from anybody.
And that lets you know why they need to go on strike, because the economy is fucking bad. And this nigga had to steal from his wife.
She divorced and then you gotta pay the lawyer's bills with the money you stole.
Yeah. And your little negative 18-cent residual check. See? No.
And then he lost in the end because he deleted his Twitter account. He didn't even get to keep all that porn he saved.
No.
It was a lose, lost it. I don't know what you was doing, but you fucked it up.
Everybody loses. Yes.
So, Continue on.
But yes. back to the bills. Again, tell a friend, tell a friend. Also, sign up for our Patreon. It's $9.99 a month. We have great times down there. Video recaps, movie recaps, and rando episodes when we feel like posting.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is free $99. Everybody should be subscribed to it. We have cool stuff on there. And check the description box wherever you're listening because there's really cool stuff in there, like the links for the sponsors for the show and some other cool stuff in there.
All
so
the ways you can support us.
yes. So let's take a break. We'll be back with special guest Mark Neek Worldwide. And we'll be back after these messages. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Tell me what it was like to be in heaven.
It was this experience that was different than here. The senses were different. I mean, the beauty was incredibly intense. There's no other earthly experience that is equivalent.
A lot of people talk about when they go into the spirit world, they talk about a tunnel of light.
And we're back. Today we have fan favorite, ours and yours. Mark Neek Worldwide is in the building.
What's up, niggas? What's up, niggas? Woo, woo, woo. Come on over to Death Row Records.
Wait, do you watch wrestling too?
No, I'm not a wrestling doll. I wish I was. I miss out a lot.
It's fine.
Wrestling
No,
and tennis.
I don't know nothing about that, but XD makes 900,000 wrestling references. So
I love the black girl, Bianca. What's her name? Bianca
Belair.
Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
She's fabulous. Beautiful.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah, she. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
anything
beautiful.
about
Yeah, she was the. She won. She was Raw Women's Champion for almost a year and change, and all that jazz. But anywho, we brought Mark here because we wanted to. Last week we were super negative, which brand. But this week we wanted to do something different because it's been a lot of just bad shit on the internet this week with people dying and murdering people for differences or just being hateful and shit. We decided to bring a little joy to our lives and talk about the things that we like.
yes, our personal oasis.
And yes, not personal heaven, but personal oasis.
Yeah. Yes.
Joy.
So let's begin our show with our amazing Mark Neek because let me tell you, Markeisha is one of the funniest people known to fucking men. And I know you had some opinions. What's that noise?
It was through
people.
people. So there are people in my
you're
home
at
too.
work.
No.
Oh,
I'm at home, but I live with other people. I do live in Brooklyn.
Fair. Yeah. Which is perpetually loud because you all will hear bangs in the background of my home.
Yeah.
Mark Neek, in your personal oasis, because I know that you were privy to the information from last week, I want to start off with foods because you had some strong opinions about foods. What
Yes,
5
you did.
foods do you have in your personal oasis?
It's like ask me which one of my bitches is my favorite. Like I can't choose. I mean, we have to go with flavor profiles. Do we have to go with sweet, savory? I mean, within those profiles, there's sweet and savory.
It doesn't have to be your top 5 ever because this is not a top 5 episode.
Okay.
But it can just be 5 that you would be able to enjoy eternally in your own sanctuary.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I get it in.
Oasis.
I'll give you 5 general things. I really love pasta. I love pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Not a penne girl. I like a angel hair pasta. I love a cavatappi. I like a soup.
Proper pasta.
One time, I love gravies. I love gravy.
Oh.
Yeah.
One time, I love a sauce. One time, me and XD were at the bus stop. I don't know if you remember this. We just started saying sauce to each other. And
Yeah,
sauce. Because I like sauce. I like sauce on chicken. I like sauce on rice. I just love sauce.
Jack Philippe, the plain one. That's too much sauce. Herman's in the name. That's too much sauce. They let me know before I was famous. I had too much sauce. All of my heel blow now. It's too much sauce.
So I would say pasta, sauce. I love soup. I will sit in hot. I will sit outside in 80-degree weather, and I will eat a lobster bisque. Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
I'm sadistic. I don't love myself, and soup is delicious. So soup.
Guess what I'm making today?
What is it?
Corn soup.
And I love corn soup.
Chicken. I got fresh sweet corn
in
from the farmer's market.
Oh.
I was going to make a vegetarian one and just pop it in the freezer so that, we could have it with whatever.
Yeah. With whatever, right?
Some potatoes. I got some potatoes called abundance potatoes from the farmer's market and some sweet corn. And nigga, I'm about to make a delicious corn soup.
Yo.
With some purple basil and some Scotch bonnet.
Ooh, that's when you know the Scotch bonnet takes you home.
Yeah.
So we had soup. I love salad. I love salad. I'm a big salad person. I know last week people didn't like tomatoes. I know that hummus. But I have to say, if you put tomatoes in a salad with hummus, and maybe a host of other things, I'm going to devour that. So that's 4. I don't know what else. Let's throw bacon in there. You could put bacon on anything for me. You could put bacon on you could put bacon on my finger and I will eat my finger. I guess that's the 5 general things that I love. So.
Well, okay, let's take it a step further. Give me 5 sauces you would have in your personal Oasis.
Ooh.
Shit. I like an Alfredo sauce. Niggas don't like Alfredo because they think it's like I like Alfredo, but they gotta get Alfredo.
Niggas like Alfredo. They actually love Alfredo too fucking much.
I like a butter sauce. I like hot sauce. And that's a whole other conversation because you could talk about pepper sauce. You could talk about.
Now, are you talking about an Indian butter sauce? Or are you talking about like a
Cajun
butter sauce?
A Cajun garlic butter. I'm a girl that likes
lemon
to take
butter.
I like to take a whole head of garlic and put it in the oven. I let her, get soft. You can mix her with some butter and mash that up. You could do anything with that. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You could grease bread. You could grease your scalp with that. Maybe not, but bread, pasta, anything.
Probably wouldn't smell the best.
No,
or you can make a garlic confit.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's
garlic cloves cooked in oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baked in oil.
Love that.
Or fat, excuse me.
Yeah.
Mad sauce.
Good job.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. I'd be trying.
I'm proud.
You know what you're asking me.
We're going to pass it to XD. 5 foods in your personal Oasis. Go.
Ooh. Number 1, coffee.
No.
But specifically, iced coffee. Specifically, nitro cold brew. They're exactly from stock. I just started getting that brand and I'm in love. She's very bold, full of flavor.
Oh yes.
Smooth.
It's like smoking.
Yes,
crack.
very smooth.
Honestly, I feel like I could.
I will say that she is very, very strong.
Oh, nigga, I drink double espresso every morning.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just in general, I'm like, oh, this is strong. Not strong, more, I can handle it, but work. I can't. People always talk about like limiting. I should have put this shit on last week's episode. But on Instagram, and they keep hawking this mud water shit with like,
if you don't get
coffee,
that motherfucking mushroom water out of here, no, nigga.
No. Coffee. They want us to drink hot water and mushrooms, Mark.
Who Who wants you to do that? Who's asking you to do that? Is it someone here? Who said that?
No,
Are they in the room?
Nobody here.
It's Generation Zenith.
Are they in the room?
Generation Zenith is trying to take coffee away from us and replace it with mushrooms and cacao.
Never.
Absolutely not.
And apparently Kenya is like the number one like grower of coffee, and if we were to take coffee away, like we would be like attacking Africans, and we can't do that.
No, absolutely not. That's anti-black.
We'll be doing that today.
Exactly.
No, I don't that. I don't like that.
The next one is very, very controversial. And I don't it's cheese. Now, specifically,
I'm still failing to see the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get there. Okay. We'll get there.
Okay.
It is a very specific cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I realized as I've gotten older that macaroni and cheese is not for me. And I know that is hard to say as a black person, but I had to come to terms with that.
You're not the first black person that said this to me, though.
Right. So I have realized that there are better cheeses available out there for us as a people.
Yeah.
And so Gruyere cheese is where I want to reside at in my personal Oasis. Like I want Gruyere all the time. It's nutty, it's flavorful, it's expensive. But she's fabulous. And the reason why I say it's controversial, because most people would just be like, I can't live without, American cheese or like cheddar cheese. And it's like, there's more out there.
Well, listen, you know that I have some bougie ways about myself, but I am not above American cheese on a good smashed griddled burger.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm not above that.
And that's where I am. I don't believe in American cheese. I feel like first of all, American cheese is not cheese. It's a cheese product.
And that's fine.
It is.
He's like, immigrant cheese only.
Cheese stuffs.
He wants border cheese.
Right, old foreign cheese affair ass nigga.
That's true, but fine. Cheese is that one. Number 3, that must be in my personal Oasis. Must be. And I know it's very contradictory from what I said last week about how I don't like fruits that cosplay as other fruits.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
However,
pears are a staple in my household.
I'm not actually fully surprised by that.
They give me fruit to eat. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what fruit had, tasted like. I eat pears now and shit like that. Shout out to all the pear.
Well, yeah, because see, there's fruits that, cosplay other ones, and then there's homosexual fruits. And I feel like pears are more homosexual than they are cosplay.
It's a big booty apple.
Like they're like pears are just like, apples that are just focusing on school.
Yes.
I actually see that, and in many forms. There's Bosque pears, and then there's
it's just like you're an apple, but you soft. Like, you know what I mean? But you soft.
Aren't there like candy pears? Isn't there like a certain pear that tastes like candy or something like that? Or is that
I know
grapes?
There's a cotton candy grape. There's a cotton candy.
Oh, it's cotton candy grapes.
Okay. Yeah, which I'm gonna be honest with you,
are not that great.
I don't prefer them at all.
They're not.
And while I don't mind grapes, I don't have to have them.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah,
I'll eat them. I'll eat the shit out of some grapes, but
I'll eat them if they're there. But I realize I don't have to have grapes.
They're not my go-to when I go to the grocery store.
No.
Which leads me. Oh, I have 2 more, right?
Mm-hmm.
My second to last one is Round Table Pizza. I know I was talking about cheese, but Round Table Pizza is one of the greatest pizzas of all time. ask around. And number one, that I cannot live without, it has to be in my personal Oasis, is watermelon.
Oh.
And people always talk about like, oh, I don't like nigga melon, blah 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 blah. Watermelon has done so much for us as a people.
Yeah, it has.
It carried us over. It carried us through.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
And who are we to forsake it?
Listen, when watermelon hits, it hits. When it's sweet, when it's refreshing,
savory, it's good sweet, it's good plain, it's good in a box, it's good with a fox.
There are people in this world,
Sam I am,
that want to boil watermelon and that want to grill watermelon. And to those people, I want to say the FBI is coming for you. We are coming.
They probably are.
SWAT is on the way to your home. How dare you boil a watermelon? I saw somebody on Instagram boil a watermelon. I was like, what is that?
Why?
What? It's gray.
Water.
It was just disgusting.
They were like...
It looked like flesh.
Ew.
It looked like flesh.
So,
it was gross.
So I was grilling on Mary's roof the other week. And I've been buying watermelon from the same man in Bed-Stuy for years and years. He has
the watermelon man, the corner by my house.
Yes, he
my
is
old house.
The best watermelon man. His watermelons have seeds in them. He has your regular run-of-the-mill reddish, pinkish watermelon, as well as an orange, yellow watermelon. Like, he's just fabulous. He's fabulous. So I agree with you there. So we are grilling on the roof, and Mary's slicing up the watermelon for us to enjoy a refreshing treat. And she slices 3 slices. And she says, hey, can you just grill these? I just want to see what they do.
Okay.
So I said, okay. So I grilled the 3 slices of watermelon, and I ate one of them. And the minute I bit into it, I said, I don't ever have to have this again in my life. I don't.
Which is so funny because grilled pineapples and grilled peaches are very delicious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Grilled watermelon is not, because it's water and it gives it a weird consistency, and it takes away from the bright, refreshing being that it is. And watermelon is cozy in its skin. It's comfortable with who it is, and it doesn't need to be anybody else.
She doesn't want to be hot. She's not a hot girl. She's
not a hot girl.
No.
She's like, that's just not me. It's just not me. And I accept her for who she is, honestly. I prefer her that way.
Do y'all do like the watermelon with cheese and mint salad type stuff?
From time to time, I will do a little feta,
it's delicious,
jalapeno mint watermelon salad.
Okay, so they had it in the cafeteria at work the other day, and I do the little make your own.
That don't go together.
And I said I don't think I'm gonna do that because I feel like I don't know. I just didn't trust it.
No, what was that Root and Bone in the Lower East Side? I don't know if they're still open, but they have a nice watermelon feta salad, which I think is delicious. Watermelon, feta, and mint.
Yeah, and a little olive oil on it.
I would try it.
Very good. I also
a light olive oil. Yeah,
we eat this salad in the summertime. Mary started making it, and then I started making it at home. And sometimes I'll remix it and put peaches, but it's sunflower shoots as the greens, and then diced watermelon, some feta, some roasted pumpkin seeds, pepitas, a little red onion. You could put a little diced avocado in it if you want to, and a little olive oil, red wine vinegar, salt and pepper. Fabulous, refreshing, delicious salad.
Let me tell you, the older I get, the more I can appreciate like a summertime salad, something that's fresh, something that's got a little mix. We using sunflower shoots? I ain't never heard of a goddamn sunflower shoot. I learned on
I never heard of that till today.
I learned on Instagram fantastic. You can like grill the sunflower part of the sunflower. It's like I saw people eating it. It was weird, but
like a portobello,
like a mushroom. And I was like, okay, this is different. But I was like, okay, I would try.
I grill mushrooms to put on grilled steak. I don't just grill mushrooms to have them as their own entity. Like, it is an accompaniment to something else. I don't just want
to something else.
All right, so, okay, do you have one more XD, or was watermelon the last one?
No, watermelon's my last one. Yeah.
Okay, my turn. I'm gonna go ahead and steal watermelon from you as well because I enjoy it in so many ways. By itself, in the salads, blended as a juice. Like I just love watermelon, so that would definitely be in my personal Oasis. I'm also going to say a delicious Greek platter, which will include a Greek salad, hummus. Sorry, Dr. John Paul. I tried to relate in a sense and understand about textures.
I could get the hummus thing.
I love fucking hummus.
I stand hummus. I stand hummus.
Dude.
The tomatoes, I was like, no. But
I
hummus,
also love tomatoes.
Tomatoes, baby, I could bathe in some tomatoes. Like I love fresh
Harriet, the motherfucking spy.
Again, we're back to what we were talking about at the beginning. Sauce. I love tomato sauce.
Sauce.
I mean,
I love an Italian gravy.
Yes.
A sauce. That's me, but whatever. I love a sauce.
A cup of cola. I love
Come on.
Speaking of which, so on my Greek meze platter, it's not meze at all. Actually, it's going to be some chicken kebabs. I want them char grilled. They must be cooked on charcoals on a char grill. Greek salad, hummus, tzatziki. A little bit of spicy feta, and you can go ahead and throw some of them lemon potatoes on there as well. That is number 2.
Lemon potatoes. Yes.
Yes.
The lemon potatoes is where it's at.
Yes, it is. Then third on my list would probably be a perfectly cooked ribeye accompanied by a loaded baked potato because niggas love a perfectly cooked ribeye. And I had a lot of big
Burberry, Louis sauce, I'm loaded mashed potato. Louis pocket stuff, make muffin loaded on me baked potato. Money, Play-Doh, chickens, Lego bitches, hot like hot potato. I got killers in the field, they love to pick off your tomato. Burberry.
Niggas love a loaded baked potato.
And yes, it does include sour cream.
Oh, I know. Which they try to get me at fucking Outback. It was like, do you want loaded mashed potatoes? I was like, yes. And all of a sudden, do you have the sour cream? They're like, that's what makes it loaded. I said, absolutely.
Now, little do you know that I've put sour cream in things that you've eaten and you had no clue it was even in there.
I think the difference is he doesn't know.
It's not the...
He doesn't know it's...
See, I don't mind it in stuff, right? Like, I know people put it in mashed potatoes and stuff. Even I've put it in mashed potatoes to like, just to try.
You ever had a sour cream pound cake?
I'm black.
Yes, exactly. Well, sometimes I don't know.
That's valid. I'll let you have it. But no, I've had it before, and it's quite delicious. It's just the basic. And like I told the story last week, Mark was there when I cried when we were at Tatiana Janine's house, and I had tacos, and they gave me the sour cream.
I believe we were all there. No,
we went to a whole new level of friendship.
Time?
When you see your friend have a mental breakdown over, like when you see the veil of sanity just break.
I feel like as earth signs, though, all three of us, that we can understand. Candyman ass nigga.
Yeah.
I was sitting there with my taco, like, okay. I was like, all right. It was not good. It was not.
But Mark, you are a Virgo, and so you understand wanting things a very specific way, and when it is not that way. Now, granted, yes, am I gonna make fun of this nigga forever? Yeah, because I don't think that sour cream is a valid hate. But whatever. I'm gonna let you rock.
Oh no, if something is out of place, the world will end.
Because I had a Wendy's chicken sandwich one time and I said no mayonnaise. And these niggas globbed mayonnaise on that fucking sandwich. And I wanted to throw it at the drive-through window.
Because you know what it feels like? It feels like, oh, this is personal.
It's a personal
like
attack.
You called me a nigger. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I specifically wrote and tipped extra because I know that some people hate when you have special requests. I know that because I would have an attitude too.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, here, let me tip extra to make sure that, okay, everything is all right.
Yeah.
You know, and I leave specific, non-patronizing instructions. Because that's also important.
Oh my God! Because why do my Uber Eats and my DoorDash be like, side of linguine, please, not spaghetti, oil and vinegar only, please, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'm super polite. I'm like,
You're very
I
much
start with please and thank you,
all the
and end with please and thank you.
Thank you.
Compliment sandwich.
I'm putting emojis in that bitch.
Well, I be like, extra tortillas, por favor, gracias.
Yes, I say no sour cream, no crema. Like I do it in every language just in case. Because if I could put it in Braille, I would do it too. Because why? I want to be inclusive, and so that motherfuckers could understand me.
So you niggas can really feel me, like
yes, because why? Who are me to deny somebody who is of an impairment of my order?
I can never.
Right, of the things that bring me pleasure.
Of the reasons that, because it might bring them pleasure too.
They'll be like, thank you for going the extra mile.
Right. I don't want to gatekeep joy.
But I mean, you should also
be
a promoter for your own joy. If I get food that I don't want, that I'm gonna be infuriated.
Livid. Do you
commanding
hear me?
your comfort goes back to command your comfort.
Especially when you are hungry, you're in a place. See, when I get hungry, my spirit is low. My brain cells aren't percolating. Like when I'm hungry, all I see is red, and it's a thin veil keeping me from being this beautiful Martinique that you see, from turning into a raging
and Jocelyn Hernandez,
from turning into Ian Levan Zant, under the full moon. You know what I'm saying? At OWN Studios. You do not understand.
Oh my God.
Y'all don't understand the person that I am. I'm only a good person because I had a meal today. I didn't eat. Do you realize it's summertime outside? Do you realize the slog of those summer school kids that I would just be knocking over in the street? Strollers I would be kicking out of the way.
Oh my God.
Because you didn't have a fucking pretzel.
You're right. Because I didn't get my morning coffee. Because I didn't have my croissant. I love my morning croissant. Y'all do not understand. If I don't have
Mark, oh my God. Okay.
That's what brings me joy.
Third on my list? No. You just brought me to a beautiful segue. A perfectly cooked croque monsieur with a side, a very simple side salad of cherry tomatoes, mixed greens, and a mustard red wine vinaigrette.
Les mêmes roses, croque monsieur jusqu'à ce que je t'aide. Téléphone maison, c'est seul remède.
You and my mother would absolutely love each other. I have to She loves that sandwich.
That is my favorite, nigga. Okay, give me a good croque monsieur and a little simple side salad, but it must have that mustard red wine vinaigrette blend, a little olive oil, red wine, salt,
try to
pepper.
recreate a Bennigan's. That is a Bennigan's meal.
No, nigga, that's a French cafe that I'd be ordering from, and I was like, well, it doesn't make sense for me to spend this much money. Let me make this shit at home.
Valid.
That would be third on my list. Let's see. Second. What is in my personal? So I had a ribeye. I had my Greek meal, watermelon. What did I just say?
You've been spitting some fire.
Thank you very much. Because I like food. And I refuse to do single off items. I was doing whole meals that are in my personal Oasis. I will never have just one go-to. I think the last thing would be a meal of appetizers.
Oh my God.
Baby shower food, to be exact.
A sampler?
I need delicious pasta salad. I need to have properly cooked meatballs, not dried out, and you all can keep that motherfucking grape jelly. I need to have properly cooked and balanced deviled eggs. I need to have chicken wings that are crispy enough that have an accompanied blue cheese, as well as a celery and a carrot, and a spinach dip that has a side of sour cream and salsa with thin restaurant-style tortilla chips.
Oh, and they're salted perfectly.
Salted perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Not too much, but not too little.
You're talking my language. This is porn.
That's
okay.
That's my personal Oasis foods. Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a break.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with more. Mark, hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
For me, it wasn't a tunnel. I mean, it was very expansive, but I was in a hurry to get to this big domed structure of sorts. There were many spirits inside, and when I arrived, they were overjoyed.
And we're back. We're talking to Mark and our personal Oasis. What's next on the list, Jay?
Okay. 5 activities in your personal Oasis. Mark.
So I really love buying flowers for myself. I'm not going to show you the flowers that I have right now because they're dead and dying. It's a real sad story. It's giving death
the opposite of joy.
Right? It's giving funeral.
Macabre.
I know. I really like beautiful. I like beautiful flowers. I love roses. So I'll go, down to Trader Joe's, give me a little $5.99, a little bunch of roses. I like that. That's 5.
Okay.
4. I'm weird about this because I work and stuff, but I don't know. There's a weird connotation with gamers. Because I feel like a lot of them motherfuckers is very strange, and they do and say a lot of strange things online. But I love my PS4. I haven't let it go yet. I don't have a PS5. Yes, I'm poor, but I love my PS4. I get to play my little video games, however old they are. I like to play them stress-free. I'm almost 34 and I still like my little video games. So that's my 4th.
But you're not like a gamer though.
Nah, I'm not going to the conventions and doing all that stuff. I just kind of.
Do you play with other people? Do they call you nigger in your headphones?
No, we haven't. I haven't gotten to that level.
Okay.
Yet. And I pray because I don't like. Well, I also don't like playing with other people. I'm not a good team player.
Okay. Shout out to self-awareness.
When I used to play some video games, I put all the cheat codes in. I want to be whipping everybody's ass. I want to, skim through this shit and feel like a god and do that. So that's why I like it, because I also love control. But anyway, so that's my 4th thing. What else do I love to do? Music. Music is a really good thing. I love listening to my music and walking. I feel like as an adult, it's such a great way to get the fuck out of your own head and just you don't really have to go anywhere. And Brooklyn is a great place to walk around. So
it is
doing that.
It is.
I think my second one would be. I'm not gonna say working out because working out is honestly, it's an abusive relationship that I have. Forced myself into so I do it out of obligation. It's a thing that I have to do. So that's not a part of my list. Fuck that. The second thing is number 2 and number 1 is going to be eating. Because that deserves to take the top 2 spots in my life. She's 1 and 2, and she's not 2.
I love my food. When I'm feeling hungry, I ain't in the best of moods. Busting through the takeaway door like a saloon. Catch me being muddy, or you think I'm in a mood. I ain't being rude, I just love my food. When I'm feeling hungry, I ain't in the best of moods. Busting through the takeaway door like a saloon. Catch me being muddy.
So I love food, eating, cooking, ordering out, thinking about food, saving food posts on Instagram, sending recipes to my friends when my friends make recipes, when my friends make things. I fucking love food. Brings people together.
It does.
In such a way.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the great unifier.
Let me tell you something. Like last week, I don't know, y'all know Royal Rib over there.
Yes, they moved.
Yes.
The place.
They used to be on Halsey. They used to be on Halsey, but now, no, they're not on Halsey anymore. They moved to. Was it Malcolm X?
It's Malcolm X.
I think they moved to Malcolm X.
Yes, it's Malcolm X.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, it's Malcolm X. But baby, they were closed like July 4th, and I text my mom like I could jump off a fucking bridge right now.
No, because Mark, let me explain something to you.
They're open like once a month.
This is what I'm saying. Like, are we trying to go back to the personal hell episode? Because that I'm gonna go ahead and add that to the activities. Going to a place that you have a craving for, and they have the stupidest fucking hours. No, the hours don't make any sense. It's like, why are you closed on Wednesdays? What does that mean?
It'd be like Thursday, 7 p.m. to like 8:30, and then every other Saturday from July to like September.
So my 2 is done. My top 5 is done.
Okay, those are good activities.
Oh yeah, because you. Okay.
XD.
Okay. Number 5, sleeping. I think resting, number 5 is sleeping and number 4 is resting. So number 5 is sleeping. You know, I enjoy getting good sleep. I enjoy the act of sleep. I enjoy like the process of getting ready for sleep, right? Like brushing your teeth and showering and getting comfortable. You know what I mean? Like it's a nice ritual to have just to get comfortable. The next one is resting. Number 4 is resting. I enjoy resting because you don't necessarily rest when you sleep.
No, you don't. You don't.
You know, I need to. Yes, I like to rest. You know, get my mind right. Number 3, I like to lounge.
This is the most Taurus ass activity list.
Lounging
is a subsidiary of rest. Okay.
She's a sister company.
Yeah, it's a sister company of rest because you can lounge and be rested, you know, after you have slept, but still not prepared for, you know, the rest of the world to, you know, get you like
Factual.
that.
Okay.
I wanna laugh with you. I do what I gotta do. I wanna laugh with you. I do what I gotta do. I wanna laugh with you. I do what I gotta do.
Number 2, I'm sitting.
I know what number 1 is going to be already. Oh my God. When your mind works.
I love to sit. I think sitting is like the coolest thing ever. It's like, it's comfortable. It is something that, you know, it rests your weary bones. You can enjoy things while sitting.
Yeah.
You can do a whole bunch of things while sitting. You can even exactly. You can cook while sitting. Shout out to Shataka.
No.
You can
no. And why haven't we ever broken down why sloppy joes was the thing? Like, why is that the thing that we are choosing to cook in the bed?
No, remember she made tacos. She made tacos.
Nigga, she made ground beef.
She fried a crab. Was that the person in the college dorm room bed?
No, that was Shataka was the one in her bedroom at her house.
Oh, the 600-pound life person?
Yeah.
No, this was Family by the Ton.
Oh, Family by the Ton.
Oh, was this the family that was singing with the donuts?
This is the family where 2 of them went to go pick up like 12 pizzas and they ate like 5 of them in the car.
And the whole family went to the same bariatric surgeon.
Well, I mean,
you don't remember?
Yeah.
I've never been so many of these kinds of families at this point.
Yeah, there's so many because TLC and Discovery is
iconic. They have
the
good
devil.
TV, but they're evil. Yes,
It's all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they showed us
but yeah.
her making ground beef in her bed, and I just said that sounds like a personal hell activity to me.
Did she have the taco bowl? She made
She had a bowl and a hot plate with ground beef and a spatula with a packet of taco seasoning. And all of this was happening in the middle of a king-size bed.
Can you imagine how that
next to her bathroom?
The bathroom smells. I mean, that mattress must smell wild. Like
the room. I can tell you what the room smells like. I already know. It smells like taco seasoning. It smells like ground beef that has splashed onto your sheets.
Yeah.
It smells like old lady coochie. It smells like vitamins. Like it's a combination of all of those, and then like a little bit of Bath and Body Works of something that she sprays.
That's horrific.
Exactly.
So my number one is my favorite thing to do.
Okay, so we hold on.
Lying down.
No, because
I knew it. I thought you were gonna say crossing your legs, but lying down.
Oh no. That's a sister company of sitting. But lying down.
And these are all under the umbrella of what? Rest? What are they all under the umbrella of?
Me.
The parent company is me.
Yes, the parent company is me.
We used to eat a whole bunch of food, and XD would be like, I have to lay down on the ground. I have to be one with the earth.
You want to know what's so crazy?
I need to lay straight.
My father is a Taurus, and he lays down on the ground wherever he goes after he's done eating.
I did that the other day. I came from the gym and just laid down on my carpet. It was so fierce.
It's amazing.
It was like it was like a dramatic, like a because I was so thirsty and tired, but too just overwhelmed to actually quench my thirst or give myself something. So I just stayed there for 20 minutes. Acting out gay death.
Not gay death.
Yes,
Woo.
Oh my God.
To your point, lady.
Okay. All right, my 5 activities. Specifically lounging on the beach.
Period.
I like beach days.
Lounging.
I like to be on the sand. I want the sun to be at a comfortable 83 degrees. Enough to give me a tan, not too much to make me suffocate from the heat.
That's important.
A proper bag of snacks next to me, some yuzu sake, as well as cold bottles of water. That's important. So a beach day, that would be my activity number 1. Activity number 2 would probably be going to the farmer's market with nobody there. Completely empty, fully stocked. All of the things that I need. And then the third activity would be taking those things, those findings that I had, and going to create a fabulous meal in a kitchen that I enjoy being in. I would like to have an indoor-outdoor situation so that part of that meal can be grilled and the other part can be cooked inside, but all at a convenient level. Those are 3 activities. Number 4 would probably be sitting on my couch, but the long portion where I can stretch my legs out in a completely clean home. I mean, I'm talking spick and fucking span. I don't want to think about anything being out of place. All I want to focus on is what I'm going to be watching on the TV and what I'm going to be eating while I'm laying there on the couch. with an ounce of weed in front of me and all of my accoutrement. I don't want to get up, but I want the whole house to be clean because when I do get up to go pee, I want to look around and go,
Yeah.
And my number one activity would probably be going to IKEA with nobody there. I have no intentions of buying anything, but I'd like to look at stuff and imagine what I'm going to do with it if I shopped at IKEA. But nobody's there.
We don't like it.
Actually, I take that away. My number one activity would be going to Smorgasburg, but nobody's there.
Nobody's there. Now, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I love
nobody's there. Oh, God. But can you imagine going with no lines and you literally get to go eat whatever you want?
That's part of the reason why I haven't gone to LA is because of the lines and shit.
I can't.
That's fair.
Mm-mm.
That's actually fair.
I'm going to call ahead, girl. I'm going to call ahead. I will come pick you up. I mean, I love that. Nice. But I like this. I'm like Batgirl. I want to swoop in and swoop out.
Honestly, I don't want to go pick it up. I want it delivered to me.
True. Well,
picking it up is is like a last resort.
The thing with that to me is like, yes, 98% of the time, lower the goat into my room. But the other 2% of the time is because, yes, I should go outside. I need to go outside.
Yes, that's why I go to the farmer's market.
I should walk today. You know what I'm saying? I'm the kind of person that, like, I don't know, it's hard for me to get out of the house. And so I'm just like, you know what? I should at least walk and go get my dinner. So if I'm going to Royal Rib, I'll be like, I'm not going to have them deliver the pig to me. Let me go get my pig.
Oh my gosh.
Mark, the next time I grill on the roof, I'm gonna call you.
Please do, because I will come in and whatever you're making.
Amazing. And I know you're not picky, which I love because I hate those kind of people. So we'll just have a what? Oh,
no, I'm not picky. I feel like people have problems with vegetables and like fresh meat and nice meals that don't fit perfectly into like what these American I'm some international bitch. I'm
fucking Julio over here.
I mean, there's not judgment, but people like what they like, so whatever. But like,
but you like basic shit, bitch. You like basic shit. Like I like a burnt hot dog, but bitch, like, come on, elevate the palate. You eat potato salad, right?
I stand burnt hot dogs, but I also love, sausage and however, if you can make a sausage fancy, try eat that too.
What about potato salad?
I'm not I'll eat potato salad, but I'm not like a
I know I was about to be disappointed.
I will eat it. I like it. Like I like my mom. She makes standard.
Does she make Caribbean potato salad?
No, she just.
Or does she make Black American potato salad?
Black American potato salad. My father is the West Indian.
That's very.
My mom.
Oh, your mom is Black American.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Oh,
my dad is the one who's from Guyana. So he cooks weird. It's good sometimes. It's like, why did you put a chicken foot in this? It's just like you
chicken feet in soup.
You're making spaghetti. Why did you put chicken feet in this?
Every time your dad puts a chicken foot in soup, some woman has just proposed to a nigga.
Oh, honey, he's
yikes.
He makes some very bizarre. But my mom, she does Black American, so she'll do potato salad, fried chicken. Her greens are her pride and joy. She puts like a little tiny bit of barbecue sauce in hers, and like she does she has a whole thing.
Interesting.
It's really good. I'm not
have me
picky,
over
but
for
I
a
do
meal.
know. I think you might like my mom's greens. I mean, I don't. Some people say
I've never had it that way.
It's not like a lot.
I trust you.
It's not a lot. I don't know if it's Sweet Baby Ray's that she uses, but it's like a teaspoonful
It's probably.
Yeah, it's like a teaspoonful of barbecue sauce that goes in while it's cooking down. She's like, oh honey, she like cleans her greens the night before, water, salt, and she does the hog maws or whatever that is. Yeah, she does the whole.
Well, she hasn't migrated to smoked turkey.
She'll do it sometimes, but her and my grandmother are not smoked. She's a fatback lady. She.
Oh yeah.
She's like, we're from Brooklyn, but it's giving very much North Carolina. Like,
that's that is all of our pipelines.
It's
north or south.
North and South Carolina. Brooklyn.
The Great Migration.
Jade and I are actually cousins. I don't think that
we are actually cousins.
Audience knew that, but we're related.
That's just what it is.
Yeah, that's just how she.
Okay, fantastic. So we have my 5 activities, your 5 activities. We're gonna move on over to Mark with 5 TV shows that are perpetually playing in your personal oasis.
Okay, right now I'm watching Insecure. That can be number 5.
Oh,
I hadn't watched it for a long time. I obviously watched it when it came out. I didn't watch it for a long time. I'm really enjoying it again. I like nigga shit. There's a lot of nigga shit. It was interesting, but a terrible person. She's a terrible.
Awful.
But,
terrible.
Like, I still love her. She's lovable. But that's a great show. That's 5. 4, I'm trying to think. What else am I watching? I watch so much Drag Race. It's not even funny. It's like, I'm not quite year round with it, but Drag Race is up there.
It's a sickness. I'm not going to lie to
you. You know my name.
Yeah, for a while I was even thinking about doing like a review podcast, but that's too much work, and I feel like it's weird. It's like cotton candy. It's like want the cotton candy, but once you put it in your mouth, it's like it dissipates. It doesn't matter anymore.
I hate cotton candy.
The only thing that matters after you eat it is the fact that you get an Emmy. They get an Emmy at a Drag Race. That's it. Like, season doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what girl was on. It doesn't matter the lip sync. The fashion doesn't matter. Once the season is done, whoever won, and then it's just like on to the next.
And then they get to go work the World.
A lot of the girls hate Work the World. A lot of them hate Wow. I didn't realize Alaska. She has a song called Wow. Have you ever listened to a song called Wow by Alaska Thunderfuck? And she's like, dragging Wow. It's kind of fabulous.
I knew everything you ever did and everyone you did it to. Will show up at your house and then I'll let them have a piece of you. Wow, how did it take so long to figure you?
Oh, I'm sure none of them like RuPaul.
I don't know.
I don't think it's RuPaul that they have issues. Well, I think they have issues with RuPaul. I think it's the whites that they got a problem.
The executives.
They're
that
like
would make sense.
Fenton and all that.
They do the HGTV stuff, right? Or is it? They do like a house improvement type of show. I can't remember what it is.
The people who produce Drag Race.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, home renovation or something like that.
It wasn't House Hunters. I want to say it was something else. World of Wonder started as a HGTV job.
Yeah.
Oh, how did it go queer?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think they were
the people. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
It all started. Drag Race started when RuPaul was a guest on Project Runway, and when they realized that this tested well, the producers who were from Project Runway who were just about to leave, also the same producers who produced Tyra or Top Model, they all met together and they formed World of Wonder and. They developed RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, fascinating. Huh. Okay. So you would have Drag Race and...
So, yeah, Drag Race and Game of Thrones.
And Insecure.
Insecure, Drag Race, Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
A new favorite, Hoochie Daddies.
Okay.
I can't give you all the character names. I can't give you storylines, plot lines.
We were asked to cover that.
Yeah.
And
let me tell you something about these lesbians here. They are giving they're down
the
to
ooh-ah-ah sensation.
Giving me the ooh-ah sensation. They're down to this one house doing all manner of chaotic. How do you even explain it? I can't even say that some of the names on here. Maybe if y'all bleep it, Dyke God. Have y'all heard of Dyke God? One of the characters in there is named Dyke God. Please bleep that. It makes it feel when the bleep goes. Please. But I just want to keep saying Dyke God.
Because you want us to bleep 7 times.
Yes. There's like, let me look up the names. Hold on. 1 second. Because
oh my
the
goodness.
cast of Hoochie Daddies. And they're
we
like,
might have to watch at least one episode.
Oh, the first episode is episode is all you need.
Oh, I do want to cut in and say that World of Wonder produced the following shows.
Oh.
Big Frida, Queen of Bounce.
Okay.
Candidly Nicole, which I loved.
Candidly Nicole.
That was with Nicole Richie.
Oh, okay.
They produced Fantasia for Real.
Aunt Bunny. They produced Aunt Bunny.
Really?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And mind you, this is not Wikipedia. This is straight on World of Wonder's website. They produced Island Hunters, which I watch all the time.
I don't know that.
Life with LaToya. So remember LaToya had a reality TV show. LaToya Jackson, by the way. Mm-hmm. $1 Million Listing, Los Angeles and New York.
Money.
Money. I love those. And then y'all remember Tori and Dean?
I love that show.
Tori with Tori Spelling and her husband, or now ex-husband, or whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then when Trixie and Katya were on TV, and then they produced, and then when Bob replaced Katya. And then T.S. Madison Show.
Thinking shows, and a lot of them are kind of black, very black, actually. Like,
the
Fantasia show was a little bit ghetto.
Just a smidge. Isn't that the one where we learned that she was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, thank you for that, because that was an important piece of information about WoW. Now, I want to run down the names of the Hoochie Daddy cast, just so that everybody. And then we can move on. So Taz, Maya B, Woody. So Woody is I think the person that sort of like runs the show. There's J Cash, Moyo the General, and now there's somebody named Fantise. Now I saw
Fantasy.
I saw the name on the bed and I said, "What's her name, Fantise?" And he said, and then there was a scene where Woody said, "Ayo, Fantasy. Tell all them London niggas to come over here." And I was like, her name is Fantasy? Fantasy.
Fantise.
Then you have
Fantise.
Stud King, spelled STUDKVNNG. You have
KVN. Because we don't believe in vowels, or not even the sometime ones.
No, not now.
Dyke God. We have King, and then King, and that's it. But Dyke God is just, that name is just so, oh my God. I don't know. You want to call yourself that? It's so they fought on like the first and second episode is fabulous. So I don't know if that's number 2.
And they didn't have Roll It Up K on there?
Who's that?
Love them
so much.
Fit check. Gotta make your bitch sweat. Rolling Up K does food reviews. That's what made her. Yeah, she's a she. Yeah, that's what made her pop. Mm-hmm. But she is a hoot, and
her
you can go and
is just It's
because there's one time she went to like this like Cracker Barrel type establishment, but it was just all whites and her girlfriend, and so like she decided to make a scene, and so she like said like a racist, I think it was something like nigger or something, and everybody was just like and like looked around like where
why why
yeah, she is funny. She is problematic but funny.
Oh yeah. Oh, very problematic. Very, but hilarious, actually. I would imagine she would be a good contestant for this TV show.
Yes.
So,
all right, what else you got, Martin? You got Game of Thrones, you got Insecure, Drag Race.
Oh, Hoochie Daddies. Is that 4?
Hoochie Daddies.
My last one is going to be like, this is going to be for the nerds. So I love The Legend of Korra. I don't know if you guys watch anime and all that kind of shit, but The Legend of Korra is a good show.
Earth. Fire. Air. Water. When I was a boy.
Is it appropriate
Chris
for
Rogers
Noah?
tried to make me watch.
If
she watched Airbender, if she watched Airbender, she could watch Legend of Korra.
Yeah, Legend of Korra is, I think it's because, the person, Korra, she's like a little older than Aang was. She's the next Avatar. And by the time you get to the end of the show, you realize she's a lesbian. So she's kind of like gay. But I mean, people really talk about it. But low key, so the show was on like Fridays on like Nickelodeon or something. Because they made this character change, they put the show online. Like it was like premiering on. It was.
You watched The Legend of Korra? No. Have you ever watched it? Oh yeah, I have. You didn't like it? I do. So what happened? You kept watching. Did you finish it? No. Oh, okay. That's it. Just asking. Don't be all weird. Bye.
She probably doesn't like it because honestly, in the show, Korra gets her ass beat all the time. So
no, she said she liked it, but she stopped watching it and didn't go back.
Because Korra, the further along you get, Korra keeps getting her ass beat. She's just like, at one point, she's like, what's wrong with me? She cuts her hair off. She's like, and she gets her ass beat again. So.
Wait, you supposed to
keeps getting beat the fuck up. She loses her power.
You're supposed to be a new woman after you do the big chop.
No, they knocked her. Right. They knocked her ass out of the wig. They knocked her ass.
Humble.
They beat her ass into the next life cycle. Honey.
She's like that Monique Hart lip sync. That Monique Hart lip sync where she didn't know the words and her wig came off.
Yeah. Oh, yikes. So bad.
But I like it's about perseverance, and it's about somebody beats your ass, you gotta get
back up again.
It's kind of bad. By the end of the show,
her name is Korra. That's a terrible anime hero's name.
Because
big time.
Right. It's like the Legends of Thelma. Like, who the fuck would name that?
The Legend of Hattie Mae.
Hattie Mae. The Legend of Beulah James, honey. The Legend of Maddie Morse Clark.
The Legend of Esther Dean. Like, I don't know. It's just something. Yeah. Is that a pop person, Esther Dean?
Esther Dean, yeah, she's the black girl.
That's an old ass name.
It is an old ass fucking name.
You didn't say Esther.
Yeah, you got to be paying reference to somebody. Like, you just don't be like out of nowhere.
Like, I had to look at my child and I said Mildred.
Beatrice.
Yeah. This newborn child, Mildred. Like.
In 2023, Gertrude. We gonna call her Gertie.
Hello, honestly, Leotis.
Greta might be coming back because now Greta, what's her name? Greta.
Oh, Greta's coming back. But Leotis, y'all. Leotis.
Just, I guess, maybe with the name like
It's reverence to somebody. It has to be.
You gotta throw into the name.
The service industry, Teamsters.
Wait, not you. Mike said you gotta grow.
Industrial Revolution.
You gotta grow into the name.
Type name.
Yeah. That is.
Then they can do HVAC. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. She honoring all the fine refrigerator repairmen.
Exactly. She's like, blue collar workers, stand up. I'm with the unions.
Yep. I'm Teamster. Shot for the union label.
He works in the auto industry, honey. He builds cars.
He does for fucking Ford. Like that's just what it is. Okay, was that 5, Mark?
That was 5.
Okay,
I'm done.
XD, your 5 television shows perpetually on, and your personal Oasis.
Oh, okay. Number 1, or not in any particular order. House Hunters, because there is an episode for every day that the Earth has been alive, and so I'll never run out of episodes. There are 4 episodes came out today, like you know what I mean. Like it's I'm never gonna run out of episodes. And the best part of House Hunters is to figure out which spouse hates each other the most. And it's usually like the wife hates the husband, but she's only in it because, when she said I do, she said I'm done. And no, I feel her on that. And the gay couples, of course, LOL. The next one would be have to personal Oasis would have to be Living Single. And the reason why is because that's just good down fun black comedy. You can just easily skip over the parts where T.C. Carson is singing. There's so much discourse can be had over Khadijah and the Copy Machine. Not just Flavor Magazine, but the Copy Machine.
Maxine is always funny.
Specifically. Yeah, always funny. So it's a good time.
It's true.
Number 3, Frasier. Frasier is such a elevated comedy, but also in a way where it's not annoyingly white.
Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling, tossed salads and scrambled eggs. Mercy. And maybe I seem a bit confused. Yeah, maybe, but I got you pegged.
Like, I've gone back and I used to say that Friends was my favorite show, but I realized that's a really annoying white show.
I used to wonder,
but I get
it was, you have it.
Yeah, but I get it fit what it was supposed to do at the time. But now, as I've gotten older and I've watched Frasier is way more adult and way more shit that I could relate to. Like, there's an episode where him and his brother want to throw a dinner party. And so they go through all this rigmarole trying to schedule this dinner party, all to come to find out that these niggas that they invited don't even really like them like that. So they have like this existential crisis of like, who are we as a people? And you know what I mean? So it's just something like it's something that you wouldn't necessarily get in a regular TV show.
Okay.
Which I enjoy. The other would be Real Sex on HBO.
She raised me.
Yeah, I mean, you know the vibes.
Taxi Cab Confessions.
You know the vibes, man. You learn so much, and you get your life too. So it's so interesting. And the number 1 show that I'd probably have on in my personal Oasis. This might be the most tourist thing, but the most me thing ever. And it's a show that I don't talk about often, but I realize how shady this show is and how like this group of people just make things shady and they don't mean to.
You're about to take one of mine. Go ahead.
What do you think I'm going to say?
The Great British Baking Show.
Close.
Iron Chef?
Very close. No. Antiques Roadshow.
Oh,
okay.
So I was gonna say Survivor, but Survivor's done got on my nerves for over the years, so whatever. But Antiques Roadshow is so entertaining because it's such a quietly shady show. It's like you have somebody here who's about to die, and they'd be like, my great grandfather had this from 1776. And then you have Beatrice from Wales. It was like, no, it's a piece of shite. And it's like, and like their whole worlds are just like melted and then they die. So it's like, it's such a shady ass show, and then they do it on like a grassy knoll at a castle named Balmoral or something like weird to pronounce, you know.
Okay.
I sort of like that, but yeah.
I love watching old people's dreams get dashed before they die.
Right? He's like,
yes, I love old white people's dreams disintegrate.
Thanos.
Genius. Yes.
Family jewels are worth
family jewels.
Mary.
Oh.
Yes, exactly. And they'd be so forlorn, and it is so satisfying to me. I'm like,
oh God, my
I don't mind laughing at misfortunes of white people.
No, not at all. Actually,
that's also why I like Parking Wars. With shout out to
Philly.
I don't drive, y'all. And if I drove,
South Beach Towing.
If I drove, I would be a very angry driver. I'd be trying to hit.
Oh,
have you?
You don't need
Mark. Have you ever watched South Beach Tow?
Was that the one? Okay, so was that the? There's a video of like a black, like a gay woman, like a tall.
Yep, that's it.
Somebody. And
with Bernice.
I can't remember what she did, but I don't know if this bitch was scaling a wall or fucking jumping.
Yeah. You've seen it then.
XD put me onto the magic of Bernice a little while ago.
Hey, you ain't gotta do that.
I know what I gotta do, ma'am. I'm here to repossess your car.
I'm not stupid. I know why you're here. You have your money next week.
You already 4 months behind in your payment. The bank owns this car right now.
My boyfriend's a rapper. He's gonna pay for everything.
Listen, I'm happy.
Yeah. When you get a chance, if you all haven't watched, just get a chance, go on the tube of you, get you some wine or whatever you do to relax and settle in and watch South Beach Tow and the best of Bernie.
That Smosh video that you sent me, or that Brandon sent, like the whole group.
Oh, the Reddit videos.
Dang. Jade, this woman, I don't want to get too off topic. But this woman was like, my husband thinks I'm cheating on me. I'm not cheating on him. I love him. We've been together. I've only been with 2 other people in my entire life. We took a DNA test because he said he thought for some reason that the child wasn't his. So he made her take a DNA test. She was like, no problem. Baby comes back, not his. So, and it's like a 5-year-old. And she's like, I don't know how this happened. He doesn't believe her. He's like separating himself from the whole situation. They're both on Reddit telling the stories separately. It's insane.
What the fuck?
Come to find out, I think because they kept trying to figure it out, she was like, I got to take more tests. Come to find out, a police officer,
because that wasn't making sense to her.
A police officer comes to her house and tells her, oh no, ma'am, there was a mistake the day that you gave birth and your baby was switched. They swapped out your child. So her actual child was with another family. And mind you, the kid the girl that they have is 5. So
oh my God.
5 years they have been living with a child. I mean, that they love, but that's not theirs. So they're having, and meanwhile, the husband is still like going on about the fact that he's so hurt he thought she was cheating. It's like, my nigga, do you realize your biological child is out in the world, just somewhere?
What in the fuck?
Right, because she had to take a maternity test, and when she found out the child wasn't hers, he still was like, "What do you mean?" This is why I was. Men are garbage, but the fact that you question it, and 2, like,
it was insane.
It's not neither of your fucking baby. Like, you had your baby stolen. That's so weird and scary.
Right.
And you have your baby out there being raised in some outlaw mud show family that you don't even know who the fuck they
handlers.
The real Emily is out there in the middle of the forest.
in the
Yes,
middle of Green
in fucking
Gables.
Buffalo,
Right?
upset. She could have had a privileged life in Palm Springs, but oh no.
White people are nuts.
Insane.
And niggas are crazy.
Incorrigible.
Okay.
I don't know why I brought that up, but that video, I was gobsmacked. I was sitting here just like, that was insane. It was just insane. Great.
Oh my God. Okay. Well,
Jay,
I'll do my list.
We can wrap this up for today.
Mark, you're gonna have to come back for the other categories.
Yeah.
You all have taken some of mine. Drag Race is obviously on there, perpetually on in my personal Oasis. Seinfeld. I know it's a white show. I fucking love it.
Larry David.
I can go watch. Right. It might be simultaneous with Curb. You just can get on and watch any episode at any time and just fall into a loop. The third one is probably going to be Bob's Burgers. I can watch Bob's Burgers at any time. Number 2 would be the Great British Baking Show. Another show, it soothes me. I can put it on it. I can do anything while it's on. I love the Great British Baking Show. Any collection, it doesn't matter. And talking about the regular seasons, not them special ones. And number 1,
Mateo Lane made a joke about the British Bake Off because they were talking about how like one woman was on there, she didn't have like arms, and like nobody addressed it until like the end. Because he was like saying how on the British Bake Off, like they're so kind and so polite, but they have like shit like everybody's like fucked up, but they won't address it.
So how are you gonna make your cake?
Mark?
I would be like, so
please. No, we've been doing so good this whole show. We've been doing so good this whole show. It's not shaming you because you don't have arms. I'm not being ableist, but I would very much like to know how. Did she have prosthetics?
I don't know. I haven't watched the show. It's just something that Mateo Lane was talking about his
which
comedy special,
season
and
is this? Did I miss this collection?
how are you gonna make it?
I don't know. You have to watch this comedy special because it made sense, but it's true that they never call out anything. They're just so nice.
But then they'll get like raunchy, but they don't realize they get or they know they get raunchy, but it's still very polite. Like, yes, like when Prue was like, she was like, I love my eclair to have 2 holes and that needs to squeeze. I need to have the cream filling come out from both of them. And,
see, like what?
And Paul and one of the hosts was dying because they were dying, but nobody would be like, bitch. So the Great British Baking Show. And I think my last one has to be something black, and it would have to be Living Single as well. Because I can turn Living Single on at any given moment. I love every character on there for the most part. I can turn on any episode at any time. Khadijah! All of the guest appearances. Living Single can always go on the TV. And those would be my 5 shows in my perpetual Oasis.
Yeah. Well, Mark, thank you for coming on with us today.
This is my favorite place to be. You know I love you guys. So
I love you.
To spread more negativity next time, more lies, more dark, more misinformation, more
tomato seeds,
more negative, more tomato, more negativity. Okay. But I love you.
Well, thank you for coming by. We'll put your following and stuff in the description box wherever you're listening. Is there anything you got to promote? Let us know what you got. You got anything going on? You're just being black.
Being black, living my life. Hey, if you want to cash at me, my name is Mark Meek, bitch. If I made you laugh, cash at me $1.
Word.
If I made you laugh, cash at me Venmo the doll. Okay.
Okay. 15%. That's
I don't have problems sharing the wealth. I will give you 70, 75 cents. If I get
all I'm saying is 15% of your total earnings.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. We love you. We're going to have Mark's information in the description box if you all are on the X app, because that's what the fuck it's called now.
Oh.
Anyway, you all, we'll be back next time. Bye.
Yes, we're moving.